Hello gorgeous ones, Dr. Lucy again in my week of fun. This is one of my new fun purchases. It's actually a little dress, but I'm not going to stand up and show you because I'm sitting. And look, I've got these really fun earrings that match. But one of the things I do want to talk about is balance of all of our emotions. So we hear a lot about fun. Well, you don't normally, but you're hearing a lot about it from me this week because fun. And the reason I'm focusing on fun is because I have to balance it about my normal, seriousness, hard work, blah, 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 and trying to bring that balance back in. But what we also have to notice is that at one end is fun, and at the other end are all the other emotions that go with not fun. So that might be seriousness, it might be focus, it might be even sadness. It might be grief, it might be frustration. They're all part of the normal human spectrum of emotions. So when I'm talking about having fun, it is for me because I spend a lot of time more in the serious part of my life and I want to make sure that I'm balancing that with the fun. But the expectation for humans is not to ever talk about the serious emotions or the perhaps less pleasant ones. And when you think about it, people will often say for their children, I just want them to be happy. Well, again, happiness is just one of our emotions. It doesn't define us. We have times when we're happy. Of course, we're going to have times when we're sad. So if you are happy all the time, that's actually not normal. And that's really important because when we deny the fact that we're going to be having normal emotions, we don't know what to do with them. So they come and people go, but I just want to be happy. Yeah, okay, so happy and happy even the word happy, maybe it's the wrong word that we're using. Maybe we want to be using content or fulfilled. Because again, those are sort of perhaps a longer, a bit like weather and climate. I just want it to be sunny. Fine, it can be sunny. You live in a desert and it'll be sunny. Now, right at the moment, I'm imagining, for those of you who aren't in Australia, southeast Queensland and northern New South Wales, to a big area of particularly tourist and popular holiday destination, has been decimated by floods. Nobody in that area is happy at the moment. Nobody in that area is having fun. I get that. That's not what this talk is about. This talk is about recognizing that, of course, it is completely appropriate for them to be frightened, scared, worried, anxious, overwhelmed, vulnerable, all of those emotions at this moment in time. They're not going to be happy, they're not going to be content. It's normal. But what happens, we get this batch of emotions and we don't know what to do with them. Because all our lives we've been taught we just want to be happy. So when we get this, then we start reacting because we're uncomfortable, it's hard, we're spending a lot of time in our head thinking, trying to plan in a situation that's unplannable. We start, pushing out. Okay, we've got these uncomfortable emotions and you see it. There are people in there already who are, if only I'd known this was coming. Sometimes there's things that we don't know. This is the problem, we can't plan. So recognizing that there has to be balance, that it is normal to have uncomfortable emotions and it's normal to have comfortable ones. We're really good at leaning into the comfortable ones and accepting them and not very good at leaning into the uncomfortable ones and accepting them. So then we try and shove them away, push them down. And for a lot of us, that's where we eat or drink. So people will, eat chocolate, ice cream, donuts, whatever, or chips, or they'll drink alcohol, glass of wine, gin and tonic. I just need something to help me cope with this terrible situation. And none of that is our fault because we're not taught how to deal with these trickier emotions. Good morning, Carolyn. So I really want you to be recognizing that when I'm talking about fun, that's me trying to cultivate a bit of a balance. But just the same, I have now become very good at dealing with my more, what we would call negative emotions. Very good at dealing with the stress of my life. Very good at dealing with uncertainty because I've practiced. It's not that I'm some bloody superstar. I had no idea, but I have practiced. I have sought counsel. I have got help to deal with those uncomfortable ones so that I no longer use food or alcohol to manage those. Now, good morning, gorgeous Alani. Today I've got two exciting things to tell you today. So our podcast is, as you know, it's always released on Tuesday morning, and it is with the fabulous Tracy McBeath this week. Some of you will know her. If you don't, please listen to the podcast, because we are talking about her new book, which is called You Have Today, 100 Insights That Will Change Your Life. It's a really good book, so I'm going to bang on about it. And there's a lot of stuff in there that aligns with what we talk about, but it's just I just picked it up and read something today and thought, yeah, that's awesome, good. And that's kind of like a little, just a gift for the day. Again, a little gift you can give yourself, because they're not great big long chapters. It's not that you have to lie there wading your way through a tome. It's a little, as we talked about it on the podcast, I call it, it's like a little tarot card of life. You just pick it up, you can open any page, and whatever page you open is the page that you're meant to read that day. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I have got my cooking show tonight, and last night, I'm the queen of invention. Last night, I invented a new dish. And it all came about because I had work at the clinic. Work at the clinic is a day that is quite exhausting for me. It's a lot of on time. I don't get home till late. I've got lots of things to do to try and kind of manage it all. I didn't get home till 8. Because it is one of my absolute criteria in life, along with breathing, I will always cook from scratch. Or not even from scratch, that sounds a bit like I'm holy. But I'll cook my food, okay? Because I don't have any. I sometimes will have stuff in the freezer ready for a big day, but I don't buy processed food. You all know that. So I came home. I've already emptied my freezer stash. So all I did was go, oh my God, what's in the fridge? What can I cook? What can I cook that's going to be healthy and quick? Because it was by this stage 8 o'clock at night and I was tired. Anyway, the mother of invention, whatever that necessity is, the mother of invention, I've come up with a new cracker dish and I'm going to share it with you tonight because I'm going to make it again. Even the husband liked it and it was a ripper. So there we go. Watch tonight, 6 o'clock, and I'll see you then. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye, darlings.